Good evening. Today I am going to be reviewing a beer I've never had before, Yankee Jim Ice Lager. It's 5.5%. I have no idea who it's brewed by. Let's do a quick search on the internet. La 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 la. Yankee Jim. Okay, it's brewed by Big Hole Brewing Company in Montana, United States. It's an ice beer. What an ice beer means, I believe, is during the brewing process they actually freeze the beer and scrape off little flecks of ice. And what this does is it creates a higher alcohol content beer. Comes in a 355 milliliter can. I'm not expecting a great beer, but you never know, I might be pleasantly surprised. Let's open it up. That's all, I didn't hear that carbonation you usually get when you open up a beer. Let's pour it in. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, I can tell you people right now, this beer is pale. I mean, take a look at this. I've had ginger ales with more color than this beer. Honestly, ginger ales, it's pretty much a yellow colored lager with a light bubbly head. Minimal amount of retention. I mean, this beer doesn't have any retention at all, and there's absolutely no lacing whatsoever. And I mean, look at that. The head's already gone. Let's give it a smell, shall we? It smells like corn. Which means this is not only an ice lager, it's an adjunct lager. It smells like corn. Sweet corn. If you really dig deep, you can detect some pale malts, but it's barely there. You really have to go searching for it. There's a bit of grassiness as well, which I don't mind in a beer, but this smells, the grassiness, it smells like, yeah, it honestly smells like someone just mowed the lawn and dumped grass while they were brewing this beer. Let's see how it tastes. Yeah, by the way, I'm drinking this at cellar temperature. This is definitely a beer you want to be drinking ice cold at cellar temperature. You definitely get the flavors. And the flavors are not good. It's absolutely dominated by corn. There's barely any malt sweetness. I'm not getting much hops at all. It's a very minimal tasting beer. It's kind of pathetic. The mouthfeel is very thin, very watery. I mean, this, what is that? No head whatsoever now. This, yeah, you can drink it like water. Would I recommend this beer? Absolutely not. It costs less than $9 for 6 cans at the LCBO, you can pick up better. You will have to pay a little bit more amount in coin, but yeah. You can definitely pick up better beer at a better price. This is it's not even a session beer, and it's not even a beer you drink after a hot day mowing the lawn and you want to cool down. You want a beer after a hot day and you want to cool down, drink Moosehead. Heck, if you want to go budget beer, drink Lakeport Honey Lager. Drink Pabst Blue Ribbon. Do not drink this Yankee Jim swill. And that's exactly what it is. It's nothing but swill. This is the kind of beer drunken frat boys get to shotgun out of a can and get absolutely wasted and play beer pong. I mean, look at that. I downed pretty much the entire can, and it's quite easy to do because this beer has the flavor and mouthfeel of water. I've had light beers with more depth, more mouthfeel, and more flavor than this. Honest to God, light beers. And this is... well, your average beer consumer will consider this a strong beer because it's 5.5%, but I'm used to drinking American double IPAs, Russian Imperial Stouts. Oh, excuse me, the beer definitely gives you a gas, too. I'm used to drinking Belgian-style strong ales, Propels, doubles, quadruples. So I'm used to drinking beer over and above 10% alcohol by volume. This, to me, is light, and I can only see the drunken college frat boy crowd drinking this beer. And again, if you're a drunken college frat boy, you're probably going to be drinking the budget beers like Lakeport Honey Lager, Laker Ice, and Pabst Blue Ribbon. As far as a ranking goes, it's not offensive. I have had worse beers. Corona immediately comes to mind. Dixie's White Moose immediately comes to mind. If you see a beer called Dixie's White Moose, avoid it. It tastes like someone took Coors Light and mixed in Betty Crocker vanilla cake batter mix. It's bad. This beer, it's bad in a bland way. It's not bad in an offensive way. There's hardly any flavor, there's hardly any depth, there's hardly any mouthfeel. It's like drinking water. If you're going to drink it, you're going to drink it for the sole purpose of getting drunk. I drink beer for the flavor, and for the texture, and for the mouthfeel. If I want to get drunk, I'll drink hard liquor.